The United Nations has called it the world's worst man-made humanitarian disaster. The UN's aid chief told the Security Council 14 million Yemenis, half the country's population, are now on the brink of famine.
Just to be clear, my assessment, my advice to you, is that there is now a clear and present danger of an imminent and great big famine engulfing Yemen, much bigger than anything any professional in this field has seen during their working lives.
For 3 years, Yemen has been in the grips of a bloody war. But the puppet masters pulling the strings are a long way from the front line. In September 2014, a Shia Muslim minority, the Houthis, took advantage of Yemen's political instability and, with the support of Iran, took control of the capital, Sana'a. 6 months later, a Sunni Muslim coalition led by Saudi Arabia and including the United Arab Emirates, Egypt, and Bahrain launched a counterattack. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman masterminded the bombing campaign. A humanitarian group based in Yemen says 18,000 airstrikes have rocked the country since 2015. That's one every hour and a half. 1/3 of those have hit non-military targets, like this school bus, which was blown up in August. 51 people, including 40 children, were killed.
Nearly 20% of the deaths of civilians are children. So that's 1 in 5. Civilian killed as a child, under 18. That's a lot of children.
Amnesty International estimates 2.5 million children have dropped out of school, fearing their classrooms could be the next target. Those still attending are putting on a brave face.
We tell the enemies that our classmates' blood won't be in vain and that we'll avenge them by getting an education. We will avenge them by learning.
But that's hard to do on an empty stomach. Yemen imports 90% of its food, but the major port city of Hodeidah remains a hotly contested battleground. That means vital supply lines are cut off, exacerbating the humanitarian crisis. UNICEF says 18.5 million people don't know where their next meal is coming from.
Since September, we still cannot access 51,000 tons of grain stocks at the Red Sea mill facilities, which, as you remember, have been attacked in September. If we could access these mill facilities and the grain stocks, we could help an additional 3.7 million people over the course of 1 month.
The weak and vulnerable have no immune system to fight off deadly outbreaks of cholera and diphtheria. And with no end to the war in sight, aid groups fear these people can't cling to life for much longer. Aadel Haleem, Straight Talk.